All right, here we are in the thick of summer, and before it's all over, this week we're helping you find some fantastic places for that last-minute road trip. And you don't want to miss out on the summer fun. It ain't over yet. So this morning we're taking a trip, if you will, to the San Antonio Zoo. It's ranked the #1 zoo to visit in the state by Texas Travel Awards this year. And if you're traveling by car, the San Antonio Zoo, 190 miles away from Houston, a roughly 3-hour drive. Great distance for a weekend family road trip. So many of us have hit the road to I-10 before, but if you haven't been to the zoo, boy, oh boy, it's a treat. To tell us all the things about it is the president and CEO, Tim Morrow. Tim, how you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. It was nice to hear you guys talking about rain earlier.
I know, right? It feels like the entire state's just getting hammered this year.
Yes.
Tim, tell us about the San Antonio. I mean, you know, we love the Houston Zoo. My family and I are members here. We love it. But taking a road trip, it's always fun to go to San Antonio. And what a great attraction for visitors, the San Antonio Zoo.
Yeah, Houston definitely has a great zoo. And actually, if you're a member of the Houston Zoo, you get in half price to our zoo. So another great benefit of being a member to one of the accredited zoos in the country. San Antonio Zoo is 108 years old. It's much like Houston. I know just turned 100. It's a community gem. It's a true treasure. Our zoo features a lot of historic buildings. The Riverwalk starts inside the San Antonio Zoo, and just a lot of amazing experiences for our guests and something new every time they come.
No kidding. I didn't realize. So the Riverwalk, is it, as you said, it begins in the zoo, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we have a well on property that pumps Edwards Aquifer well through the zoo for a lot of our animal support systems, and then that goes through a filtration system and then into Brackenridge Park, which is where the San Antonio River begins and starts flowing through downtown in the Riverwalk. No kidding.
That must be cool to see there. What about the animals? I mean, do you have some favorites, or what do the families love to come see the most?
Yeah, my favorites are usually whatever project we're working on right now. So we just completed a new area called Neotropica that features jaguars and a big overhead jaguar system that goes through aviaries and connects jaguars to multiple spaces. So for me, it's really fun to watch the jaguars and their interaction with the guests. Of course, giraffes in our savannah is a beautiful place to go feed animals and see those animals in a natural setting. And then lions are always fun. We have a rambunctious pack of lions that like to play together and chase each other around and have a good time. So that's a lot of fun and contagious for our guests as well.
Oh yeah, the lions, that's a fan favorite for sure. Tim, I'm reading here that you guys recently had one of those corpse flowers. Did it bloom or did it not bloom? What's the story with that one?
We got right to the edge of the bloom. We could start smelling it. It started making a smell. So we thought we were right about to hit a bloom in the next day or two. And unfortunately, it did not make it through the bloom. So what that means is really the flower did not bloom. The plant stays alive. So now we'll wait another 10, 15 years to see if that plant blooms again. But part of our conservation program is conserving those plants. And so we'll be adding more of those here at the zoo and hopefully having more frequent blooms.
Okay, yeah, 10 to 15 years, that's a pretty big cycle. I mean, during that 10 to 15, like when does the attraction start? When do people want to come see it and smell it? I mean, I feel like that's just like the last few months or maybe the last year of it.
Yeah, it really only smells for 2 days. So once it opens, you really got to get to it quickly. It's a really pretty plant. It can get up to 10+ feet tall. And really fun for people to watch. And so we put it out on display for our guests to watch, and then we've actually left it out so guests can watch that decomposition process. And we're teaching guests now about the next cycle of that plant, not just the bloom. So all the way through that process, we're trying to teach our guests the process. And even though it did not bloom, a lot of people learned a lot about corpse flowers because we were talking about it so much here for the last 2 weeks.
It is interesting. I mean, it's not just the entertainment. It is the education for families. I think specifically for the kids too. But talk also about the conservation efforts. I feel like this is so important to the zoo.
Yeah, you know, education and conservation are our pillars, and that's the case for most accredited zoos. We operate the largest nature-based preschool in the country at Will Smith Zoo School. We have a huge education department and then a conservation department that is doing work around the world. So we're in places like Peru and Chile and Mexico. Our conservation biologist, Dr. Fenolio, is right now in the Gulf of Mexico doing some research at the very bottom of the Gulf. We're in Japan, you know, and all the conservation programs you hear about in Asia and Africa we're involved with as well. And locally here in Texas, we're working on reintroducing Texas horned lizards back into the environment and aquifer species from South Texas and those kind of things. So zoos have a big conservation reach, especially when you put them all together as one group. It's a big movement to try to really save this planet.
Very important. Before you go, Tim, I want to ask you about this Planet Earth deep sea adventure. It just sounds cool.
Yes. So that is a project we have for the summer. Every summer we have kind of a new exhibit traveling. This one we created ourselves, and it features the photographs of Dr. Fenoglio, who I mentioned, who is out in the Gulf right now. And it's really photographs of creatures from the very bottom of the Gulf that you would never see fishing or just out and about in an aquarium or something like that. So, you know, the fish that you see in movies like Finding Nemo that you never would believe are real fish. And so this project really talks about the ocean, those species. We added a 4D movie theater this year that you can see movies that relate to this. And so throughout the zoo, there is Planet Earth, deep sea, Planet Earth attributes and videos and photographs and just a nice exhibit throughout the zoo that really teaches people about the very bottoms of the ocean, which we really don't know much about.
Yeah, there's so much left to explore. What lurks beneath? Hey, before you go, Tim, what about website and a place where folks can get more information?
Sure. sazoo.org is the best as our website where you can go. And then our social media, you know, we're on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and all those places. And we have a really fun social media team that puts really fun pictures and videos out all the time. And so it's a fun follow. It'll break up your timeline from all the political news and things that are happening in the world. So just a fun follow. And again, if you're from Houston, we want you to visit San Antonio. It's a beautiful city. And if you're a member of the zoo, it's half off to visit us. So just show that membership at our ticket booths and come on in.
That's great. My family and I will be there for that half off. Tim Morrow, CEO of the San Antonio Zoo. Tim, thanks a lot. Have a great week.
Thank you, guys.